Hi Rockford, welcome to this week's episode of Beyond the Rock School News.
We hope you had a great week.
This week we'll be taking a look at the bowling team we have here at Rockford and what they have accomplished so far in their season, and the portrait exhibit that the advanced art students have created.
We also look at the jazz band and the concert they had last Friday. I'm Ethan Helmholt.
And I'm Nathan Palmer. Beyond the Rock School News starts now.
The bowling team has had a great season so far.
They recently got a new coach and have definitely been doing amazing. BTR reporter Gabby Johnson had the great opportunity to try out the sport and see if she could score as well as the bowling team.
Gabby got to compete against the bowling team captain, Lily Cohorn.
Let's take a look at the talented team and see how she did.
Hi Rockford, I'm Gabby Johnson. Today I'm here at Rockford Lanes with the bowling team captain, Lily Corhorn, to see if I have what it takes to be a part of their team.
Right now we're gonna go pick out a ball for me, and I'm really hoping to get a light one. We're gonna bowl 5 frames and I'm up first. Let's see how this goes. Come on, come on. I mean, yeah, strike. Yep. Oh! We've got 3 frames left. I'm feeling pretty good, but we'll see how it goes. Oh no! Oh no! It slipped. One pin!
Going in the 5th frame, being 22 pins ahead, I think I have a good chance at winning.
I might not have what it takes to be on the bowling team, but it was really fun to try. Come check out the girls at one of their upcoming matches. Once again, this has been Gabby Johnson with Beyond the Rock.
The bowling team definitely has lots of talent.
They sure do. Gabby looked like she had lots of fun, but maybe she could use some practice.
Up next, we'll take a look at a new art gallery the AP Studio Art students have created here in the high school.
After the break, we will get to hear from the AP Art Studio teachers and take a look at the unique self-portraits that the students have created.
Hey, I know you see me. Come on, try. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I know you want. I don't bite. Try. Take. Use. Use. Take. Try.
Throughout the year, there are many different displays in the art gallery. Miss Todd helped us learn more about the current portrait exhibit and what the showcase is all about.
The AP Studio Art Portrait exhibit is the opportunity to introduce who they are as artists.
The artists in AP Art wanted to make a difference, revealing more about their stories and the deeper meanings behind their portraits.
Everyone has their own colors, their own styles, their own things. They all have their own messages that they chose for their portrait. Some of them are 3D, some of them are 2D. Some of them aren't even really their face. They're just things that are part of their identity. There's a lot of unique artistic expression.
So I would encourage anyone who walks through to read their artist statements because each of them made such careful decisions in how they wanted to represent themselves artistically.
I'm a 2D artist, so I chose to do a portrait. I chose to make my piece kind of about daydreaming during the school day because oftentimes I find myself drifting off into different stories and books that I read, so that's kind of why in the portrait I'm looking off.
They get to, create what they want, and creating a portrait based on this open-ended, very subjective prompt of create a portrait that represents you and your art style, led them into, again, creating more independently, because that's what the class is all about.
Make sure to head down to the art gallery before it closes on Friday, February 2nd, so you can see all the wonderful artworks in person. This has been Michael LeCompte with Beyond the Rock, signing off.
The Portal exhibit looked amazing. The AP Studio Art students are definitely very talented.
They definitely are. It was so cool to see all the unique talent we have at our school.
For sure. Up next, we're going to look at the jazz band we have here at the high school and the concert they had last Friday.
The Rockford Jazz Band is a unique group of student musicians that many may not know about.
Teaching jazz off and on in Rockford for probably 19 years.
The participants in the band can be separated into two different groups.
If you're a wind player like saxophone, trumpets, trombone, so that would be open to anyone in the band program. The rhythm section, that's piano, drum set, guitar, string bass, so that is open to more than just people that are in the band program.
Lots of work is put into preparing for their concerts.
So lots of rehearsals, because we want to get the music to be at a really high level. So we rehearse once a week for a couple hours.
One perk of the jazz band is that they have the opportunity to collaborate with many different groups.
We're great friends with Northview High School, their jazz program. The band director there, he and I are really good friends, so we've been partnering up for probably around 8 or 10 years.
For the first time ever, the jazz band joined with Rockford's very own chamber singers to perform a piece together.
We have our own RHS chamber singers that are going to sing a song with the band, which is awesome.
The Western Michigan faculty also had the chance to play in the concert.
This will be the second time they performed with us.
This has been Lauren Kinstall with Beyond the Rock, signing off.
The jazz band is so talented, and it was amazing to see all their hard work pay off.
For sure, it is awesome that so many professionals and other performers were able to join them. They definitely put on an amazing show.
Definitely. Up next, we will send you down to Ava for some quick last-minute announcements.
Thanks, Nathan. Be sure to make it out to the high school tonight to support the boys' varsity basketball team as they compete against Jenison at 6, followed by the girls at 7:30. The gymnastics team cancer awareness meet is next Wednesday, the 31st. Be sure to come out to support your Rams. Good luck to all other sports competing away this weekend. January 31st through February 2nd, you can purchase Candygrams for $4 and they will be delivered on Valentine's Day. Lastly, thank you to everyone who participated in the blood drive this week. Your donations are greatly appreciated. That's all we have for your last-minute announcements, and now we'll send you back to Ethan at the desk.
Thanks, Ava. That's all we have for this week's edition of Beyond the Rock School News. Once again, I'm Ethan Helmholt.
And I'm Nathan Palmer. Have a great weekend, and Beyond the Rock will see you next week.